Jeremy Clarkson ignores Kaleb Cooper and says, "That's where you're wrong." Jeremy Clarkson welcomed a new addition onto Diddley Squat Farm despite Kaleb Cooper insisting they should be sold for meat. Jeremy Clarkson brazenly dismissed Kaleb Cooper's guidance at Diddley Squat Farm. The former Top Gear host recently chose to purchase 29 goats for his Chipping Norton farm. Jeremy anticipated the creatures would manage to clear roughly 6 acres of his property, something he reckoned would be valued at approximately £60,000. Having splashed out nearly £290 on the animals, he was convinced it would represent one hell of a return. Even better, he claims the goats are children-friendly, unlike certain conventional farmyard creatures, reports Gloucestershire Live. Jeremy maintains lambs offer heartwarming ruralness, if lucky, but can frequently be discovered rotting or full of maggots. Jeremy quips that it's sufficient to suggest a tour of his farm would give youngsters mental health problems. "That's where you're wrong because I have 29 goats," he pens in his book Diddley Squat, The Farmer's Dog. He went on, "I bought them as castrated boy kids about 15 months ago and Kaleb thought I'd taken leave of my senses because you can't get cheese from a boy. He urged me to fatten them up and then sell them as soon as possible for meat." Jeremy nevertheless remained determined to use the goats for clearing brambles from an enormous stretch of Diddley Squat. He clarified, "I reckoned I could put the goats in there and they could rush about like a fleet of horned lawnmowers." Jeremy Clarkson has shared some hilarious insights into his life as a farmer, including the antics of his young goats. Initially, the kids had to be bottle-fed with formula, which Jeremy admits was expensive, and they had to learn about electric fences in a way he found quite funny. However, once they were let loose on the land, they cleared an acre in just one day. He said, "Their work rate was phenomenal. It's like they're Polish. In just one day, they'd cleared a quarter of an acre and they were G all over the place, which is better for the soil than say, not having animals." Jeremy also praised the goats for being family-friendly animals. He compared them favorably to dogs, saying they don't perform disgusting sex acts and don't rot. However, it wasn't all fun and games. The downside of the goats, according to Jeremy, was that they would headbutt him when they were younger. To make matters worse, he says they would go for my s. Fans of Clarkson's farm watched as Jeremy introduced the goats to the farm. The hit Amazon Prime Video series has followed Jeremy's journey into the world of farming. This all started after he bought Curdle Hill Farm in Oxfordshire in 2008. He transformed the farm into Diddley Squat in 2020 after the previous tenant retired. The farm predominantly grew a rotation of barley, rapeseed and wheat. Jeremy Clarkson's honest response to being called useless farmer. Jeremy Clarkson has given an honest response to being called a useless farmer by a member of the public. Having purchased the Chadlington farm in the Cotswolds back in 2008, the former Top Gear star took over the day-to-day running of it in 2019. The progress was filmed and released as a documentary on Prime Video, Clarkson's Farm, which has now had 4 seasons released. Things have been far from straightforward with Mr. Clarkson facing several problems since becoming a farmer, all shown in the show. Despite this, he has been credited with helping raise the plight of British farmers for a wider audience, leading to some calls for a career in politics from fans. Mr. Clarkson recently added fuel to the speculation fire by suggesting he could run as an MP for his home constituency of Doncaster North. Taking to social media site X on October 12, the former Top Gear host said, "People of Doncaster North, are you happy with your MP? Would you like it if someone from your neck of the woods kicked him out?" One fan has now supported the idea, writing on X, "Actually, I would quite like Jeremy Clarkson to stand against Miliband, take his seat, then do a Netflix series exposing the corruption, mediocrity and incompetence of Westminster. Clarkson's parliament would be a winner." Another replied, "He'd be f***ing useless as an MP." But it was when a third claimed that the 65-year-old was a useless farmer, Mr. Clarkson got involved with an honest reply. The social media user said, "He's useless as a farmer. That's the point." Mr. Clarkson responded, "I'm actually getting better.